Senior Constable Tony Moore from the Waimakariri Police.
We need to work on as a community just to make sure that we try and make it as difficult as we can for offenders. There's lots of things that we can do, particularly, like the 101 stuff, which is, close the garage door even if you're working out the back. Don't leave your valuables, your wallet in your car, because nowadays with the tap and go, offenders can just have a field day in a very short amount of time, and it's there's a lot of work to do to gather all that evidence and bring them to account. But just something as simple as bring your wallet inside, make sure your house is locked, unlawful takings of vehicles. There's been quite a rise in in around the Kaipo area with the joyriders. There's obviously a group operating there, and so things like the bars, we've talked about that a lot. Putting a bar on your steering wheel, that's just basic target hardening. Makes it a little bit difficult, and they'll probably go somewhere else. But of course, four-wheel drives, we're still getting a few of those going, and we encourage people to install their GPS units because they are such a good tool. Not only do you get your vehicle back, but we can also hold the person to account. We're always looking at those opportunities. But a lot of the offending in the area occurs at night, and one of the great tools that we have in the community is our community patrols. We've talked about them before. Now, they're a bunch of volunteers, and they're our eyes and ears in the community. And they roster themselves on, during times of demand. That can be day, it can be night, depending on what we're experiencing. But they're always looking for members to help their ranks. So I'll give you some contact details, towards the end about how people could join them. And the other one that we're looking at pushing is neighbourhood support. Now that's the the neighbourhood support street groups. So we're really looking at getting people involved in their own little community, just so that people can look out for each other and let us know if there's anything that doesn't look quite right, because we can only be one place at one time, kind of thing. So yep, street groups and the community patrols are just such a great asset. In fact, Neighbourhood Support, they have just appointed an interim manager, which is really exciting news. They're just finalising that appointment, and I should have some more information on that next week. But yeah, we're looking at really upping the game. Getting back to, we call it getting back to our knitting with the Neighbourhood Support, and just getting our street groups up and running. So as far as contacts go, if you were interested in joining the community patrols, I'll leave the phone numbers with you, John, but our contact over at Kaipo is Bill Diggins. His cell phone number is 021 146 2136, and our Rangiora community patrol contact person is John DeWice. Now his phone numbers are 313 2328 and 027 240 4963. So they're the point of contact if you did want to spend some time, or give some time back to the community through the community patrols. And of course they also offer tool engraving and tamper-proof screws on number plates. So if you were interested in getting your tools engraved, contact either Bill or John, and they will come to you on site and do that engraving for you. Now they do that for a small donation, obviously, because they're a volunteer organisation. So that's just one of the great services that they can offer. And all of those three groups, the community patrols rather, and neighbourhood support, are doing a information evening, and that'll be on the 13th of May at the Rangiora Borough School. And that's at 7:30 p.m. Now I'll be there as well, doing my crime prevention talk. So we just encourage people to come along and just see what it's all about, and we can hand out a lot of information and just answer any questions that you may have. I'll talk about that obviously closer to the time as well. It was just Yeah, it's a good chance to find out what it's all about.
Good stuff, Tony. And you're actually available, aren't you, in the community to present these community talks on crime prevention? So people can how would they get in touch with you if they'd like to invite you?
They can contact me through the 105 phone number, and just ask to speak to Constable Tony Moore. I'm based at the Rangiora Police Station, so people can just contact me, and I'm happy to come out and do my crime prevention talk to community groups, and I've done quite a few in the past, and always willing to come out and just have a talk to people about policing in the Waimakariri.
Great stuff. Thanks a lot, Tony, for popping in as always. Senior Constable Tony Moore from the Waimakariri Police.